Hi, I'm Heath Ryan. I'm originally from Fulham Gardens in Adelaide, and I'm now living in Los Angeles, and I do a bunch of different things in the industry, but what I really want to do is wait tables, and one day I hope to get that opportunity, and this is AdTown. My name's Heath Ryan, and I'm originally from Adelaide, and I came over 2001. Actually, tomorrow's my 8th anniversary, 2001. And I, was running a little production company in Adelaide, and worked with Oasis and Imagination and all those guys, and wanted to do more and more stuff with film, and decided to make a break for it. Digging back a little way, but not too far to sound, like I'm clutching, but I've really enjoyed cutting my trailers. I cut Die Another Day and the first Hulk and Lee trailer. Last year was a good year for me in a sense that there's a couple of things I'm really proud of. There's this street in Las Vegas in the old strip called Fremont Street, and it's this big overhead, 6-block long LCD screen. It's supposedly the world's biggest screen, but that's an American thing. They've got world's biggest everything. But I did a piece for Don McLean's American Pie, and it was the first time Don McLean had licensed the song to actually be visually interpretive. For me, I've always loved montages. I've always loved those things that get you excited about films, where they have all the snippets of the greatest moments out of film that they have at the Oscars and those sort of things. I've always loved that, and to go back and have a budget to trawl through all these 50s and 60s imagery of Martin Luther King and John F. Kennedy and all these things, it really was a dream job for me. And I actually went to see it with a crowd the first time about 3 weeks ago, and it was just so exciting to see this thing. It's a big collage, it's 140 images at different points moving on it, and I'm really proud of it. And I'm happy to say to people when they go to Vegas, like, go check out this thing. When I landed, I was 30 years old, and the thing was, I already had a reel, I had a career that was easier to get going in Adelaide than it ever would have been here. There are people that pour out of their film schools here, USC and UCLA and all their big film schools, that pour out of there, that are really well educated, really know how to make films, and they've got not a hope in hell of getting anything done for many, many years, because there's just so many of them. It may seem hard in Adelaide, and it did when I was back there, because it's all relative to your situation, but it was easier to sort of go out in the streets and make a video clip or make a short film and get everyone involved for nothing and to get it done. My recommendation was, to a lot of people, is build up as much of a skill set and as much of a reel as you can before you tackle a market like this, because the market here is ruthless. And it really, if you haven't got something to show, you haven't got at least a well-crafted screenplay or a well-crafted short or some sort of commercial reel, you really are stuck. There's just too many other people in that same marketplace. So I really think there's a lot of advantages to building the beginning of your career in a place like Adelaide, and it is reasonably supportive, and I find that there's a general enthusiasm there for people. I mean, those guys back in the day, Kev McLean and the Oasis guys, they were always open to me knocking on their door and going, dude, I got no money again, but I really got this film I really want to make, and can you help me with a bit of post-production or some camera rental or whatever? And those guys really did help. I think that is harder to get going here, because there's more people knocking on the door, and it's more of a commercial thing, and it's more cutthroat. So call up Kevin and Oasis and those guys and see if you can get some help there, because there are people that were supportive for me there, and they really helped me when I landed here to not just be totally full of shit and be able to go, look, here's a DVD of stuff I've done, and it got me to the next stage.